Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review on this movie from 2003, and that is Bruce Almighty. Now, the plot of this movie is where this guy named Bruce Nolan, played by Jim Carrey, is a news reporter, and his life doesn't seem to go very well. So then he loses his job, and so Bruce goes to talk to God, played by Morgan Freeman. And so God tells Bruce that he's given a chance to be God himself for 1 week or 1 day. And so Bruce has God's powers, and he has the ability to do whatever he wants, like exploding a fire hydrant, like in the song I've got the power, like the power song, like that montage where he explodes a fire hydrant. Yeah, and also where he splits the soup in half. Yeah, I remember that part. Like when I first watched this movie when I was a kid. But then back to the plot. But then Bruce realizes that his love interest, Grace, played by Jennifer Aniston, like she might not like him that way with God's powers, and so Bruce has to do whatever he can has to do whatever he can to decide whether if he wants God's powers or not. So that's the plot of this movie. So I actually watched this movie like a few years ago, and I also watched this movie when I was little as well. And for what it was, I think this movie's actually really funny. I think it's a great, good, and funny movie at the same time. I think this movie was funny. Yeah, but yeah, the humor in this movie is really funny and hilarious because Jim Carrey's a hilarious actor. I thought the humor was pretty funny, and that the acting's really great. The acting's good. Like, Jim Carrey does a good job and does a really great job in this movie as Bruce Nolan. Like Jim Carrey, Jennifer Aniston, and Morgan Freeman. And I thought Morgan Freeman did good in this movie as God, because I think Morgan Freeman is a perfect choice to play God in this movie. Yeah, and Jennifer Aniston was good in this movie. And of course, Steve Carell. Yeah, Steve Carell's in this movie where he plays Evan Baxter. And of course, there was even another movie that came out a few years later after this movie called Evan Almighty, which kind of focuses more on Steve Carell's character Evan, of course. Like Steve Carell, that Jim Carrey and Steve Carell also worked on Horton Hears a Who, the Blue Sky version, as well as like The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. I think that's what it's called, yeah. But yeah, Jim Carrey and Steve Carell are both really awesome and funny actors. And I thought Steve Carell did good in this movie. And yeah, and I have seen bits and pieces, and I have seen clips from Evan Almighty, but I think I will say I think this movie I think Evan Almighty doesn't top this one, because I think Bruce Almighty, this one's it's definitely the good one. I think this movie's better, but even though I've seen clips and bits and pieces of Evan Almighty, but I think Bruce Almighty is better. But yeah, guys. So with that being said, so overall, Bruce Almighty is a very funny movie, and I'm gonna give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah. And so if you haven't seen Bruce Almighty yet, I recommend it. It's worth watching. If you're a fan of Jim Carrey, then you'll definitely love this movie. And yeah, and like I said, if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend it. It's worth watching. So there you have it, guys. So thanks for watching my movie review on Bruce Almighty. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and make sure to like this video. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.